Good morning, Stampers. Happy Friday. I'm just going to give it a minute or so for people to log in and update my iPad. I hope you are all doing well today. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. So I don't know if you caught my Facebook Live a couple days ago where I created this gratitude journal, and if you commented on the post, whether you were watching the live or watching the replay, or whether you watched it on YouTube after I uploaded it, if you commented with what you were grateful for, you got entered to win this. I will pop this in the mail to somebody, to one lucky winner. So I've got everybody's name in the dish, and actually not very many people participated. So your chances are pretty good if you did comment. Good morning, Mary Liz. All right, so the lucky winner is Kim Lewis. So Kim, I will pop this in the mail for you. I don't think you're on here yet, but sometimes you join us. So I will pop that in the mail for you. I think I've got your mailing address. All right. Okay, so today we are going to create a thank you card using some new product. So this stamp set is from the Ornate Garden Suite, which became available April 1st. And good morning, Mom. And it is part of a larger collection of products, and these products will be in the new annual catalog when it's released, which won't be until like the beginning of June. So we still have a long time left before that comes out, but they've given us a kind of an early release grouping of products. So there's a whole collection of products in this suite. So there's two bundles. There is the Ornate Thanks bundle, which is this stamp set and some border dies. I'll pull those out so you guys can see them. So these are called Ornate Borders, and these are already on back order. Happy Friday to you too, Shirley. However, as of this morning, I believe you can still order them. They just will go on back order right now. If we wait too long, then they might go inorderable until our stock comes in. So if this is on your list, I suggest that you order it sooner than later. While you still can, okay? And then there is another bundle that's part of this suite as well, and this is called the Ornate Style Suite, or bundle, and it's got this stamp set and then these Ornate Layers dies, really, really intricate. So, really quite pretty actually. Then there's some DSP, it's called Ornate Garden Specialty DSP, and in that DSP is, good morning, Kim. I just drew your name. You won the gratitude journal from Wednesday's Facebook Live. I think it was Wednesday. So I will pop that in the mail for you. So this DSP, I don't know how well you can see it. I don't have it to show you guys, but it's very florally. It reminds me of the 70s. It's very vintagey, which is not generally my style. But I know that some people will absolutely love that. But in there is also a peek at a new in color. I think it's called Bumblebee something or other. So that's something that I wanted to point out. And then there are some other great products as well. So there is a ribbon combo pack. So you get these two ribbons, and one is terracotta tile and one is old olive. You can't go wrong with old olive ribbon. Man, I love old olive. It's such a classic color. And then there is this beautiful Ornate Floral embossing folder, which we're going to use today. Good morning, Wanda. Good morning, Shauna. Good morning, Kathy. And then, don't want to show you the card just yet. And then there's these beautiful gilded gems. So these are a little bit different than rhinestones. They've got a different shape to them. And they're a gold color. So, all right. So I think that was the entire collection. I think I shared what I had of that collection. So you have the option, there's a few different options here. You can pick and choose different pieces from the suite, or you can get the whole suite. If you love it all, you can purchase it all with one product number, and it's $185.25, okay? Or like I said, you can pick and choose. The bundles are available for bundle pricing where you save 10%. And then you can pick up the DSP, the embellishments if you want, like I said, or if you just love this stamp set, you can just get that stamp set. I adore this stamp set. I make a lot of thank you cards, so this is gonna come in very handy. I've used it a ton already. Okay, so you wanna see what we're creating today? We are creating this card here. So we're using the embossing folder. Can you see that texture on there? Oh, so pretty. But then I'm combining it with some annual catalog product because like I said, I didn't get that second bundle. So I wanted to show you that you can pick and choose pieces from that collection and combine it with stuff that you already have. So we're using the regular daisy punch and the medium daisy punch. And then we're using some catalog product from the mini catalog, what is it? I always forget the name of these. And you'd think I use them almost every day. Stitched So Sweetly dies. We're using this guy right here. All right, and then of course we're using the stamp set. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I did this card actually at my team meeting. We did our first, was it our first? Yeah, our first full virtual meeting all through Zoom. And it was so much fun. We did that on Wednesday night, and this was one of the cards that we created. So I've got some of the stuff that's already pre-done. So I'm gonna give you your measurements, and I didn't jot them down, but I think I can probably figure it out. Your card base is Grapefruit Grove, and it measures 5.5 by 4 1/4 scored, or sorry, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we're just gonna fold that in half. Good morning, Amy. And then we have a piece of Whisper White that's gonna go for in the inside. It measures 4 by 5 1/4, so I'll just tuck that in there for now. I've gone ahead and I've already embossed this using that Ornate Floral embossing folder. See, look at that texture. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And you can use it either side. Like, it looks beautiful on either way, embossed or debossed. So pretty. So this is a piece of Calypso Coral, and it measures 4 by 5 1/4. So that is just gonna go onto the center of the card base. Just like this. This is gonna go really quickly because everything is pretty much pre-done. I sent out to my team members, I sent out kits so that all they had to do was add a stamp set that they had to make it really easy. So they got this, it was all embossed. They got all of these pieces. So we could easily put the cards together. Put the cards together. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. And then a Whisper White piece cut from that label shape from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. That's gonna go on flat in the center of our card. And I'm putting a little bit more adhesive than I normally would because there's just so much texture to this beautiful embossing folder. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna do some stamping. We'll talk about those in a minute. Okay, so I have a strip of gray granite cardstock that measures, it's probably about 1 inch by 5.5 inches. I cut it a little bit wider than I needed to just because at our team meeting, not everybody would own this stamp set. So I wanted them to have enough space so that they could just choose a long, narrow greeting and it would fit on there. And if it needed to be trimmed down, then they could trim it down. So I've got the thank you greeting from that Ornate Thanks stamp set, and I'm just inking it up with gray granite ink. And I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to stamp it closer to the bottom just so I can trim off the top. Okay, And then I'll grab my little mini paper trimmer and trim off that excess. I could trim off a little bit more than that. All right, so have you guys been stamping? Hopefully you have. It's a great distraction. I've been crafting lots. Most of the crafting that I've been doing, well, that I haven't shared with you guys on Facebook because it seems like I've been doing a live every day. That's gonna stop next week when school starts back up for Ethan. But I've been doing lots for my Scrap Your Stash class. So that's been super, super fun. Okay, so now I'm going to just trim off these ends because I don't need it to be 5.5 inches. Again, I cut it longer so that they would have the flexibility to use whatever they had in their stamp cabinet. And then I'm gonna flag both sides. And the easiest way to flag, you guys probably all know this, but is cut down the center and then trim into that cut line. You get a relatively even flag. Oh my gosh, what are you doing with 160 rain boots, Kim? Are you making a bunch of cards? Yeah, that would keep you busy. Amy's been making cards for the staff and residents at her mom's retirement residence. That's nice. Shauna, I saw your card that you made last night using the flower foils. It was beautiful. Well, I'm happy to hear that so many of you are still stamping. Okay, so now I'm gonna use some dimensionals and stick this onto my card front. 20 cards with those 160 rain boots. That's awesome. That paper pumpkin kit, oh my gosh, it was seriously one of the cutest that we've had. And just the sentiments in it are just so fitting for right now. Okay, so now I've got what you'll want to do if you're recreating this card. You'll want 2 of the regular daisies punched from vellum and 2 of the medium daisies punched from vellum. And I'm just going to take them and curl the leaves using my bone folder, just gently, because I don't want to rip off any of the petals. I'll do that for all 4 of them. I don't know if you guys saw, but yesterday I posted about who would be interested in doing a virtual crop, because one of the things that I wanted to do, my team was my guinea pig to see how well everything worked on Zoom, and it was actually a lot of fun. It was, it actually felt like you were crafting with other people, so I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it went quite well. So I am going to set up, based on everyone's a lot of people did comment whether they preferred weekend, weeknight, a weekend or a weeknight. And it was kind of a mix. So I think I'm gonna schedule 3 different times because I would like to cap it at maybe 8 or 12. So I'm gonna schedule 3 different times and I'll post that later today so that you guys can pick and choose if you want to participate and when you'd like to participate. Because I think that would be awesome. We could do like a pajama night and yeah, it would be fun. Elaine, you've been busy painting? Well, that's kind of crafty. Even if it is just painting walls. I'm not sure what you're painting, but it's still kind of a creative outlet, right? Amy asked, what is Zoom? Zoom is, yes, it's an app. You can get it on your phone, your iPad, you can put it on your laptop, your desktop, anything. And basically it allows you to kind of call in. It's almost like a FaceTime but you can get multiple people on there. Like I think on Wednesday we had 20 maybe people on. So, I mean, you can get multiple people. You can see everybody if they've got their video on. And yeah, everybody can talk, but you can mute them as well if there's too much background noise. It's a great way to connect at this time. Okay, so you saw that I cut a few of these off, and actually what I did on this particular one, oh, I did do it on this, so this is the one I made at my team meeting, but my original one, I just threw this in the garbage. But on Wednesday night, what I did was I added a little bit of adhesive, and I just made this even more full on there, just like that. Yeah, it's like Skype. Yeah, exactly, Shauna, thank you. Okay, and then I'm taking, this is a 1/2-inch circle punch that is punched from Daffodil Delight. I'm just putting that on there. And then this is going to get tucked right under here. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of adhesive. And tuck that right under there. And then I'm gonna do the same thing for this one. I'm just gonna trim off portion of it. I'll add a little bit of adhesive. Let's add it on here. This is a little bit bigger. Make that a bit more full. And then this is a 1/4-inch circle punch. This actually, I don't think we carry this punch anymore. It's an older punch. But I don't ever get rid of my circle punches. You can never, I don't know, we need a circle punch in every single size. It's nice to have the dies, but the dies are not as convenient as, there we go. There's the outside of our card, and then we're gonna do the inside. So I'm gonna grab some Calypso Coral ink, and there are so many different greetings in here that you could put on the inside. So we did thank you on the outside. You could do thank you, my friend. Thank you ever so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for everything. Thank you, your kindness is so loved. Thank you, you made my day. Thank you for all your help. Thank you, you're amazing. Thank you for all you do. And thank you from all of us. Like all of those would work in that combination. What did I choose? I chose ever so much for this one. And I love this font. I love how it's long and skinny and stretched out. I just love it. Hopefully we see more sets in the new catalog with this font. I adore it. There we go. And then that's just gonna get stuck on the inside of the card, and it is done. Thank you, Shauna. It's an easy card, but it's a great way to combine like some new product and some old product and some mini catalog product. Hey, Kristen. There we go. It's all done. All right, so that's it for today. Kim, I will pop this in the mail for you when I get a chance to head out to the post office, which might not, it likely won't be until sometime next week. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. Hopefully you get a chance to get crafty. It is a great distraction. It's your mind off of things. And I will see you next week. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.